Hey, it's Chuck from Chuck-n-Judd's. So you want to see this thing work, Chuck's bucket? So I will give you a little example on how it works, and you guys are gonna love it. So this is the bucket here, and it's just basically works off of what water and gravity does. Same thing that happens in the creek. And so, like myself, and I'm sure a lot of you've tried Miller tables and panning, and it's just a long process. So basically you can use just a hose, like just normal hose clip for your, off your house, or if you want to be able to set your flow, pick one of these things up. So, but depending on how big your material is. So anyway, let's get this all set up here. I'm just using a battery and a tub. So basically, you're gonna get this up like this, and let's set the camera up just like this. And we're gonna load some of our dirt in there. See, it's all black sand, and what's happening there if you guys can see, is that all of the lighter material just slowly rolls off the top and into the pan. You can see how much black sand and other junk is accumulating in there. So it just makes it for a little bit quicker of a process. It's the way to go. Once in a while, give it a little stir down in there. And you see it just picks it all up, and it's going to be that quick. It's a simple little tool that I think that a lot of people should be using. You can set your angle a little bit more if you want it to go a little faster, but you can see all your black sand and everything. That's a real pain in the butt to pan out. So, just let it run. Keep feeding it. Feeding it, and it just takes all the light material out. We'll be making a larger version of this also for some of the cleanups that might be a little bit bigger. I did a cleanup earlier with I'll show you guys. The cleanup I had earlier had a lot of pyrite, a lot of bigger junk in it. So you can see it just left all the heavy material right at the bottom. There's a little bit of gold in here. I'll go through that later, but on this case you want to have your flow a little bit stronger than what you do on some of the smaller stuff. But it will save you a lot of time just to do that. And like I said, you can use a recirculating system, or use just directly right from the hose, or right from the house. So we'll get a better view here. You can see it all just kind of flops out the top. And it's super simple. A super simple idea that works great. And you can see at the bottom of here all the black sand that's already come out. When you're recirculating, the bonus about that is you can use a bit of jet dry in there to break the water tension. The other day when I just ran it from the hose, I lost a little bit of flour gold out of there, and that's just from water tension. But yeah, this is going to change the way that you do things. There's no more messing with levelness and legs on miller tables and all that. You just set it in a pan and, you know, have a pan in here so it can recover anything that might get lost. But you'll see the gold starting to show up pretty quick here. And yeah, it just works like a hot damn. Like I said, you know, at Chuck-n-Judd's, I've been prospecting for about 15 years almost. And the things that I make, I just try to make it so life is a little easier for me when I'm out in the field. So, because time is really precious when I'm out there. You know, like most of us, we have other jobs that we have to do. So our time out there it's pretty limited. So we want to make the most of our time. And this is making most of our time. You know, like with our power pans that we put out there, you can find that on YouTube. Even from our sluice boxes, the way they're designed to get the most water flow that you can out of a 1-inch pump. So it's not just all slapped together, it's kind of thought out and whatnot. But this whole Chuck's bucket thing is pretty sweet. Like I said, if you just want to hook it directly up to the house, then that works too. You can get a little bit stronger of a water flow, or just tilt it a bit. You should be able to see that gold start to show up. I give it a little stir once in a while because some of that stuff gets kind of caught up in there, but you know, the black sand is a lot lighter than what the gold is, so yeah, with all the, you know, different gadgets and stuff that have come out throughout the years, this is simple. I mean, I'd love to have a shaker table so I could do that, but in reality, I'm just small scale mining. I'm the weekend guy, so I'm not going through hundreds of pounds of concentrates. I'm just going through a bucket or two, right? Just a bucket or two of stuff, and yeah, that's it. But it's funny how it was designed to look like an excavator bucket. I didn't do that on purpose. It just kind of turned out like that. So it's kind of funny. Pardon the pun. Just and see how it all climbs up, and it just comes out, and it's all in the pan. It all comes out. And like everything, it's all patience. all just a bunch of patience. It is kind of like watching paint dry. And you should start to see some gold showing up pretty quick here. You know, like those Miller tables, I used to make them for people. They're clean-up sluices, and they work really great, but they don't clean it out as well as what this does. You're still panning out a lot of black sand. And the longer that you let this run, the more it's going to clean out. I mean, I don't know how long we're in here for. We're already at 11 minutes. I mean, if you turned up the flow a bit, this would drive out all that black sand a little faster, but then you run the risk of blowing out some of the finer gold and whatnot, so just have some patience. But yeah, like I said, everybody hates doing black sand. So we're already at 12 and a half minutes here. We'll, I don't know if you guys want to sit around and watch it. It might take 20 minutes to do or something. I don't know. But I've got this, this nozzle over here cranked right up, so I can't get any more water flow out of that. If I hook my battery charger up there, I might get a little bit more power, but it's all just going to be a bit of patience. But all the stuff that's at the bottom is like, you know, the heaviest stuff, so. And the other thing, when you're recirculating, your water's going to cloud up a bit, so you're not going to see it as well. But that's fine too. I just really love the fact that it gets rid of most of that black sand for me. Hopefully this won't be too long of a video, but I think a lot of you guys get the idea of it. You know, we started with this bucket here. It was about half full. It was pretty quick. I couldn't pan it that fast. And of course, like some of your material that's heavier than other stuff is going to sit down a bit. You're going to get rid of most, and if you keep it running, it'll just keep cleaning out. It's pretty cool how all the black sand just flows up over the lip. And you know, the super cool thing about that, look at all that. It's all cleared out. You start to see some gold starting to show up just in that little corner over there. Hopefully this isn't too long of a video. Oh, there's that pile right up in there. Right up at the top. No, this will make the cleanups a lot more easier for a lot of people, you know. And yeah, we'll let this keep going for a little bit. And if you're anything like me, you probably have like, let's see if you can see that. I've got a lot of concentrates I gotta go through. And I haven't. I've had that pan for years. For years, because I don't want to go through it. Yeah, a little bit stronger of a water flow, and then that's going to clear out a little bit more. But I don't want to do it too quick. So, tell you what, we're going to pause the video for a sec. I'm going to change this, and I'm just going to put that directly on there just to speed up the video. We're already at 18 minutes. All right, so I increased the flow just a bit more by taking that off, just because the video is going on for so long. But that's probably good. I'm gonna shut her down. We'll just have a look. Yeah, you can see that down in there, right? There it is. You guys see that? Can you see what it does there? Let's get that into a pan. Right, so let's see here. Move that, and there you go. It's it does a quicker job than it does it faster than you can pan. That's a pretty good pan of gold. So anyway, that's Chuck-n-Judd's power pan, or not power pan, our Chuck's box, or Chuck's bucket. And oh, there it is right there. So if you're interested in getting one of these, you know, get a hold of us at on Facebook at Chuck-n-Judd's, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Chuck-n-Judd's, or send us an email at chuckandjudds@yahoo.com. And we're just small manufacturers, so be patient with us. Place your order, we'll get it built for you and shipped out to you. We can ship in Canada, no problem. I gotta look into the States, which I don't think should be a problem, and the rest of the world shouldn't be a problem, but I don't know what shipping costs are right now. But this is definitely something that that can change all of our way that we do cleanup. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed, and talk soon.